We've all got that one player that no matter what we do and how we set our team up, he always seems to rip us to bits. Let's see if we can stop him. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're well. So today what we're going to do, we're going to try and man mark a superstar, namely Ronaldo, completely out of the game, make him ineffectual. There's a few ways to do this, but we're not just going to rely on tight marking. We're going to go full on man marking, and we're going to see how it affects our team shape and see if it's a viable option. So for this experiment, we're going to go with Sampdoria. I wanted a smaller team, so it will show if the shutdown works. If we shut them down with Inter Milan, it may not show it in all its glory. So we'll go with Sampdoria. Now for this experiment, we're going to go with a back five. And the reason for this is we've got 1, 2, 3 centre backs. And my idea for this man marking system to work is that I'm going to kind of use a player, expend a player, sacrifice a player if you like, and it's going to be one of these three, because if we use one of these players and they get dragged out of position a bit following Ronaldo, it should not affect the team shape as much. We'll use it first with a back five, and then we'll use one of the midfielders in the second experiment, one of these boys in here. So formation wise, as I've just said, we're going to use a back five. Anyone who's been following my Twitch save with Parma will recognise this formation. It's the one that we use with Parma. So what do I need next? I need a defender who's going to be up to the task. Now Sampdoria have got a couple of good defenders, and Maya Yoshida, formerly of Southampton, will fit the bill. If you can look there, he's got his marking at 16, he's got his positioning which is okay, but other things like anticipation 15 and his concentration 13, he's not too bad. He can get about the pitch quite well as well. He's got physicals. He's going to be the one that we're going with. He's also got a nice little cheeky trait there of marks opponent tightly. He's going to be the man. Okay, it's game day and we're purely concentrating on Yoshida. He's going to be the man to nullify Ronaldo. Remember, if he gets dragged out of position, if Ronaldo goes wandering and he gets dragged out a bit, we're still going to have that back four in place. So that's my thinking at the minute. Standard as hell, central defender on defence. Mark specific player, here we go. So let's find Ronaldo. Bosch, there he is. He's going to man mark him now and follow him pretty much everywhere where he goes. I've also moved him to central of the three defenders, so he's right in the middle there. So he's not there, so he's not going to get dragged across. These boys aren't going to get dragged over. He's there, he's my spare man. He's the sacrificial lamb, if you like. I'm also doubling down on his player instructions. I'm going to have pressing as urgent, and I'm also going to have mark tighter, even more so. Add that in with his traits and the man marking. He should be glued to Ronaldo, right? Let's see how he gets on. So let's focus on Yoshida. He's number 22. There he is. And obviously Ronaldo, we all know who he is. CR7. There he is, Ronaldo. So I've got those two highlighted. Let's have a watch. Okay, so we've got the ball at the minute. So Yoshida's not too bothered about Ronaldo. He's actually got the ball there and he's playing it away. But if you look at it, he's not letting Ronaldo get too far away from him, is he? As we look at those two. We'll wait and see what happens when we lose the ball. So Juve in possession right in the bottom corner, just below my head. And you can see Yoshida there sticking right on Ronaldo. Look at that. There he goes. Ronaldo's gone forward. Yoshida's right in his zone. Now that might be one of the issues there. So you can see I've got Yoshida and Ronaldo here. And now Dybala's going through that gap. But because we've got a back five, one centre-back's there, two centre-backs are there. Let's see if they can just nullify this. As it plays on. Yeah, they've nullified it. They've got across to it. And down here, look. We've got Yoshida. And we've got Ronaldo. And he's still following him. So far, so good. Okay, the first error. And it's my error. It's not Yoshida's error. We've got a free kick high up the pitch. There you can see. And Ronaldo stayed up front. Alongside the left back who stayed back. Yoshida's gone forward for the free kick. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the set piece screen and make sure Yoshida stays back all the time. So even on corners, there's Yoshida. Let's get him back. So Yoshida stays back all the time. Same on the left-hand side. We don't want him going forward at all. There he is. Keep him back because he's going to stay with Ronaldo, who's clearly going to stay up front. Same goes for free kicks. There's Yoshida hanging on the edge. We want him to stay back all the time. Job done. We've got a corner. You can see Yoshida is back there. Now Ronaldo's gone back for the corner. Maybe they want his height, but it doesn't matter. Yoshida's going to be in a better position to mark him when they come on the counter-attack. So Ronaldo's gone back for the corner. I've just rewound this 10 seconds to show you how cool this is. So there's Yoshida there, and there's Ronaldo there. Okay, so we've got those two, Ronaldo and Yoshida. Watch this. So watch what Yoshida does. He's looking for Ronaldo. It's like a lost puppy. Corner comes in, goes to the keeper. Look at Yoshida. Straight for Ronaldo. So he's really taking this man marking serious. Look at that. And following him straight away. We have just fallen behind, but it was nothing to do with the Yoshida-Ronaldo scenarios. We just play it on there. Those two are highlighted there, look. And Yoshida's sticking to Ronaldo like glue. The goal actually comes from the other side of the pitch. So not a problem so far. Attacking play to us, you can see there, again, he is sticking to him like glue. Normally in a back three like that, one of the central defenders will come forward a bit, but he is staying exactly where he needs to be because we get the ball into the box. Corner coming in, off goes Ronaldo. Yoshida's going to stay where he is. Now let's see if he does the same thing as last time. So last time when Juve won the ball back from the corner, Yoshida focused on Ronaldo, legged it towards him. So let's have a look. Ronaldo's in the 6-yard box there. Corner comes in. It's cleared. Back to us. Balde in. And there's Yoshida and Ronaldo together at the top end of the pitch. So we've just lost the ball high up the pitch, and Juve have got it here with Bentenka. Now if you notice here, Yoshida and Ronaldo together. Now remember, Yoshida's starting position as a central defender is he's usually in the middle there. But because Ronaldo's out here, he's gone right. So that's why I said using a back 3/5 might be a better option if you're going to man mark, because then you've got centre back A and centre back B still in position while he moves around following Ronaldo. 62 minutes in. It's a great game, by the way. Sampdoria 2, Juve 3. But you might notice something on the pitch that's a little bit different. So there's my man Yoshida in his position. Ronaldo off the pitch. That's right. Yoshida did such a good job on Ronaldo that Pirlo's taken Ronaldo off after an hour, which is unheard of, and he's brought Morata on. Now the thing we need to do now is decide whether we feel Morata is a bigger threat. Do we continue the man-marking job? I'm not going to continue to man-mark Morata because he's pony. So we'll take the marking off, specific player, down to none, and just let Yoshida play as he normally would. But getting Ronaldo subbed off the pitch after barely an hour, for me, that's a result. The game finished 3-2 to Juve, with Sampdoria down to 10 men after 70 minutes. Not bad at all, and the biggest point is that Ronaldo was subbed after about an hour. Now if you look at Ronaldo, there he is, and let's have a look at his stats. So he's passing 22 passes in the game, that's all. He only passed it 22 times. 2 key passes, it's Ronaldo after all. 1 completed cross from Ronaldo, what? Obviously didn't make a tackle. He had 3 headers, he only won 1, so Yoshida was all up in his grill. Dribbles, no. Shooting, 1 shot the entire match. Yoshida did a proper job on him. But for me, the main one there is dribbling. He hasn't touched the ball. He hasn't touched the ball. He's hardly had it. No dribbles for Cristiano Ronaldo because Yoshida was that tight on him. For me, that was a success. I feel it's a viable option when you come against a superstar like that. The things you've got to watch out for is the gaps in play that you may potentially leave. So if I was playing a back 4, if Yoshida was somewhere else, for example, if I was playing a back 4, I wouldn't put one of these boys man-marking Ronaldo like that because they'll just get dragged away and leave too many gaps. But because we had the 5 at the back, because we had the 5 at the back, we had that extra assurance. How will this transfer to the back 4 by using potentially one of the midfielders as the sacrificial lamb? I'm going to try this back 4. We're going to go with this system, and the sacrificial lamb is going to be Ekdal. I've still got a DLP on defence, so he's still going to hold in that position, so he shouldn't be caught too badly. Now I'm going against a few rules here, so theory is when you're man marking someone, you don't really want to use someone who's in a different area of the pitch. Ronaldo's going to be up here. Ekdal's a little bit higher up, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it because I think it might work. So we fly into his team instructions, and we've got mark specific player. Now down at the bottom, there's Ronaldo. So he's going to stick on Ronaldo. Effectively, when we're in defence, then making a back 5 because he's going to be back there. When we're in attack, he should step forward, but will he step forward enough? This is the man chosen for the role, and he's actually probably, attribute-wise, better suited than Yoshida was. He's got good marking, tackling, work rate, position is good, his anticipation's superb, as is his composure and concentration. His physicals are decent as well. Let's see how he does. So that's how we line up from kickoff. You can see it's a back 4 this time as opposed to the back 5. So you've got all these boys down here. Ekdal is there, the most defensive of the midfielders, and there's his man. He's going to be marking Ronaldo. Let's see how they get on. Right, so we're a few minutes in, and you can see there's Ronaldo highlighted just there. Now Ekdal's over here, so a free kick's just been given away. So at the minute, we've got a centre-back marking Ronaldo, so I'm interested to see what Ekdal does. So let's just play it on. As we play it on, free kicks in play, and he's starting to move. So as I say, at the minute, Ronaldo's marked by a centre-back, but that shouldn't stop Ekdal from going to man-mark him. As we play it on, there he goes. Yep, he's man-marking him. He's following him everywhere, effectively making him as a back five in defence. Says Sandro, and Ekdal follows Ronaldo into the box up there. He's in the box, he's double marked. Ronaldo gets a header away, but I'm presuming it was tight, so he couldn't get a clear header yet. Similar scenario on set plays. So there's Ronaldo there. We've just had a set play that Buffon has claimed. Ronaldo's there, and who's following him? Ekdal is following him. So Ronaldo's trying to get away. Ekdal, like a wasp, is following him as we play it on. There you go. Ball's in the air. Ekdal still following Ronaldo. Counter-attack situation. Ekdal's actually just lost the ball. He's lost the ball, and there's Ronaldo there. Ekdal has now made a beeline for Ronaldo, being the wasp that he is. Let's see how it plays out. He's a bit behind Ronaldo, so he's not goal side as Sandro goes through, but he does end up getting goal side of him. So he does, even when he loses the ball, tears it to get back to him. So this is the other thing you've got to consider, because Ekdal is still a midfielder, so he's not going to stay back with Ronaldo there. He's going to contribute to moves. There he is in the opposition half. So it's more aggressive than the last one, slightly riskier. He's not going to stick to him all the time. As we play it on, we'll see what happens. Sampdoria actually got in here, but now we've lost the ball. You can see Ekdal's now moving back to get back there. So he does have Ronaldo in mind. He's just not going to stick to him all the time when attacks are taking place. There he is again, dropping in as an extra defender when Juve attack, trying to keep up with Ronaldo, and he's right on him again. Ronaldo's just got the legs on him, but again, tightly marked. Ekdal back across. Ronaldo just can't receive the ball. He's getting that tightly marked, he can't receive it to his feet, and that's why he's hardly dribbling. This is a rare cool incident. I had to back up and show you this one. So Ronaldo and Ekdal are highlighted. Let's see the ball. So it comes down here to the ball, and there's Alexandro. Now at the minute, Ekdal and Ronaldo are grouped together. Sandro gets past his man here. Now, any other scenario here, Ronaldo scores, because Ekdal wouldn't be there. He wouldn't be man marking him. As the ball comes across, Ronaldo gets the foot on it, but Ekdal clears it off the line. He wouldn't be there if he wasn't man marking him. Okay, 70 minutes gone, and you guessed it, yet again, Ronaldo has been hauled. He's got the hook, he's off, and Morata's came on. It's worked a treat again. Overall score is 1-1, by the way, so it's contributed to a cracking result for Sampdoria at the minute. Okay, game over. Final result 2-2. So it was a good result for the boys, and the play starts for Ronaldo. Really interesting. Okay, there's Ronaldo there. Now we have a closer look at him. His total passes completion was only 14, so even less than the last game. No crosses again. 0 crosses. Didn't make a tackle. Of course, Ronaldo. Aerially is interesting. In the last game when he was up against a centre-back, he only had one header that he won. 33%. He won all his headers in this one because he's against a midfielder who's not as good in the air, which is dead interesting. But he's had far less key passes. He didn't have any. He had 2 in the last game. And again, 0 dribbling, no dribbling. So he's hardly touched the ball. Shooting wise, he's had a few more. Let me just drag this across to show you. There you go. He had 3 shots, only 1 last time. 2 on target. Average rating of 6.6, and he was hooked after 69 minutes. It worked. So what do we learn from that? Well, even using a player who's in a bit of a different phase of the pitch to man-mark Ronaldo, it shut him down. He was hooked. He was hooked after 70 minutes again. No dribbles. He had a couple of shots. He won more headers, but less passes on the ball, so he was hardly an influence at all. Ekdal did a right number on him. So in closing, can you man-mark a superstar? I think we've shown today in those 2 formations that you can. You may have to sacrifice a player, but if you're a smaller club coming up against the likes of Juve, against Ronaldo, Barca, against Messi, if you can find a player to do that role, it might be a good option.